morning. It's RVing my nature here. It's currently about 3:45 here in the morning. It's in the 70s. I haven't quite checked the exact temperature, but it feels good. That's the main thing. Today I'd just like to talk about a few ways that we've discovered to be able to make money and live comfortably on the road as a couple who does not have a steady source of income other than what jobs we pick up along the way. It's a little rough explanation on how we make it work during our time off in between. So to start off, I'll start with just a few of the ways that we've started out when we first started work camping. And our first gig was actually closer to home in Shepherdsville, Kentucky at an Amazon facility working for Amazon Camper Force. Basically, we were a helping hand during the busy times of the year. We were both pickers, so the facility we worked at was an old Zappos, and we got a scan gun, and it would tell us what item to pick, and then we would go find it based on the aisle and the shelf and scan it, and we would put it on a cart, and once our cart filled up, then we would take it to a conveyor belt and send it on down the line. They did pay for our site at the time. They still do, from my understanding, except that they give a stipend every week to each person to pay for the campsite, and you are in charge of booking whatever campsite that you book. But you do have to stay in the campground, and you do have to have an RV. Next up is we were working for a KOA in Utah near Bryce Canyon. We were part of the clean team. We actually were the main clean team there. There were supposed to be two couples, but we ended up being the only ones. In campgrounds, it's just like any other work out here in Job Force. There is a lack of workers, and this was also 3 years ago. And being in a little bit more remote area, we were in a town of a population of 200, yet our campground stayed practically full year-round for the season. It was only open from March to October due to international travelers. Another thing that we tried was actually not a typical work camping job. We went down to Alabama. It was short-term. We worked cleaning condos for a management company, a property management company. It was called Vacasa. Another one that we worked at, one of our favorites. We were a camp host out in California. We actually never thought we would work in California. It didn't seem our cup of tea. It's such a big area. The prices of everything are extremely high, but with getting our site paid for, it helps out extremely, and not spending a lot on fuel. We worked in a national forest for a concessionaire, and we were the only camp host over a 22 site remote campground, and that was the most rewarding one because we got to do all job duties as far as cleaning, assisting the guests, cleaning the fire pits, raking the sites, doing any type of landscaping, tree work, the money handling side with collecting the feed tubes from the Iron Rangers. Just overall great experience. The next one would be the one that we currently are doing now. We are snake guarding, of course, down in Louisiana. It has been sort of kind of the roughest one to adapt to, other than Amazon was also difficult as well, because we were walking 15 to 20 miles a night, and that's 10-hour shifts. Here, just the aspect of it's a 24/7. Someone has to be here at all times, no matter what. The sleep schedules can kind of be difficult to adapt to and figure out what works best for you. But once you do, it does become a lot easier. Now on to the ones that we haven't quite experienced yet. There is one that's coming up that we are signed up to do in Memphis, Tennessee. It's actually outside of Memphis in Bartlett. It's working for a pumpkin lot and Christmas lot with roughly 3 weeks off in between the two. We will be lot managers, and this particular one is supposed to be turnkey, where we just come in, everything is set up for us, we're just the ones who run it, and on the weekends they hire help out. They take care of all that, and we do get our site as far as our hookups all free of charge, and then we are paid a lump sum of base pay, and then we get a commission on the wholesales. And to be honest with you, it sounds like a great deal. The base pay is $3,000, and typical, from what we've been told, the ideal amount at the end of each season for each one is roughly $6 to $7 grand, and that's for the pumpkin lot, and then another $6 to $7 grand for the Christmas trees. As far as the Christmas trees, it's supposed to last up till Christmas, but it's also when we sell out. So when we sell out, we're done, whether that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before. Once we sell out, we are done, and there is a tree shortage, just like anything else right now. So we've been told that it very well could end a lot sooner. So we are gearing towards that, because our goal is to be home with family during the holidays, and mainly we try to for Christmas every year. Our goal now is to also work shorter term gigs, to be able to have more travel time in between, and to be able to move around, because we get the whole term, as you call it, hitch itch, quite often, where we stay in a spot for a few weeks at a time and we're all ready to move on to the next place. We also are very indecisive, so once you get into work camping, you'll learn that there are so many jobs and a variety of jobs to work in so many different places that it's kind of hard to narrow down which one you want to do. Some more jobs that we've learned is another one actually that just came out a couple days ago. If you join workcamper.com, it's a membership each year, roughly $45 if I'm not mistaken, and it connects you. You upload a resume in a format that's already set up for you. You just enter your information, and employers can find your information and send you jobs without you even having to apply. And we had one pop up yesterday. It's with Chewy, the company that supplies all different types of pet supplies, pet food, just anything you can imagine when it comes to pets. Great company. We've actually ordered dog food from them, and every single time they get it delivered within a day or two. They're doing exactly kind of what Amazon Camper Force does. They provide a wage plus a site. Well, they're actually doing the same thing. They're providing a weekly stipend to pay for your site, which is great. It's really good when you rely on this as your primary income. There's actually another one we got offered or sent. It was in North Carolina to be a camp host in the mountains. So it's just a constant. You get offered jobs. There's probably more jobs than there are people to fill these jobs. And it's all about the area as well. Some people just don't want to go to certain areas, whether that's because it's remote or it's just not a place they want to work in. Some more places that I can think of are more type jobs. There's beet harvest, where you harvest the beets up in Michigan. I think it's North Dakota and South Dakota, or maybe one or the other. I haven't quite looked into it because it is during the colder times, and we try to go with the weather. Right now, of course, we're kind of going against that, being in a hotter area down south during summer. But we wanted to try this gate guarding out, considering we got the license almost 2 years ago and we haven't got to try it out. Let's see. There's so many. I suggest joining workcamper.com, work at KOA. Search on work camping jobs with a K for the work camping part. Jobs.com has actually a free site that employers list their jobs on there. And with these campground jobs, there's so many positions. Like, you can be in the office, maintenance if you have skills with maintenance, cleaning. You could just escort guests to their sites, landscaping. As far as us as a couple, we have stuck to the cleaning aspect or landscaping type. We would like to do more landscaping if we ever work at a campground, and again, just to be outdoors is a plus. We try to stick to jobs though. We get to work together. We enjoy working together as a team. It's all different. Some people want to be separate roles. Some people would want to work different days. The ones that we've worked, we're off on the same days. Let's see. My mind's going blank. So I would suggest checking out those sites. I will put them in the description below, and you can check those out yourself. And there are so many to list, it's not even funny. But in case you're interested in work camping or doing seasonal work, I would suggest check those out. And that's exactly how we make this happen. And with low cost, we are debt free, so we're able to put back a good chunk of savings for our time off in between. I do suggest don't rely on unemployment income. For one, you're more than likely not able to do so, and with being able to save quite a bit, there shouldn't be a reason that you should have to. Every person's situation is different, so I can't speak for everyone else. I hope everyone has a great day. Until next time, please subscribe, like the video, or do what you want. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.